discussion about the applicants that we've received for special counsel. And we're hoping that as we discuss the applicants' qualifications, we can go through the rating scale and determine if there's an applicant who we would like to interview. Is that how you understand?
You could do more than one.
Yes. So, and of course, then the next step will be the in-person interviews on the 20th. And then that person who's identified will assist us on behalf of the Board of Education in identifying a forensic audit firm that can review and make findings on the Dennis Lane allegations. So, I thought about, do we have a comment on this?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Can I suggest we have an update from Ms. LeBlanc on just the facts around the submissions?
Yes, that's a good idea.
Yes, so we did receive 2 proposals, and we did post the firm names online. We received a proposal from, I don't know the pronunciation, but from Rayon Roberts, a law firm out of San Jose. And then the second one is from James Kawahara, and he is out of Los Angeles. So we received 2 separate proposals within the time frame that we allocated, which was the 4 o'clock on Friday. And so what, I guess I'll talk about getting steps, which is recording the proposals.
The committee was given these applications over the weekend, and we had a chance at our own to start in on the schooling of how they made it on our rating form. And committee members, I cannot remember where we are in terms of sharing the data that we have from people. I know that there was some resistance to sharing the applications when they came in. And I thought we should probably discuss whether or not we still have the feeling that we shouldn't be sharing them. I think the idea before, if I remember correctly, was that we didn't want to make public information that would then have the potential to be viewed by another attorney who could change their application based on what they were seeing.
I think the minutes indicated that you wanted to keep the proposals confidential during this time, but the subcommittee could change that, at any time, if they decided to make those proposals public.
So Madam Chair, are we ready to publicly discuss these submittals?
Yes, I believe we are, yes. But I raised the issue of talking about them without our participants from the public having a copy. And are we fine to go ahead the way that we decided before, where we will have the copies but they don't?
The recommendation that I have would be that a discussion be held tonight with regard to the scoring criteria. And then if the subcommittee so chooses to make the proposals public for the next interviewing process, which is also open to the public, that could be a way to go. Then folks would have the opportunity to review that before the interviewing on the 20th.
In that case, then they'd be reviewing the ones that were moved forward for the interview?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. How about other?
I think that is appropriate in terms of releasing them closer to an actual scheduled interview. The most important is that we do release them. I just think we were trying to maintain some sense of confidentiality around the actual opportunity of those submitters to not look at each other's proposals and figure out where their game plans might be, but actually come in with that sense, so that seems like an appropriate balance, I think, of just eliminating the amount of time that might so happen, but it is, people can't change their whole interview game plan based on seeing somebody else's proposal, there's only two, so.
That's, I think the fact that they're just truly, in my opinion, they're very different. You know, the public is entitled to hear.
Yes.
Yeah, and frankly, if I was given these to look at right now, if I were you, it would be very distracting to try to read them while we talk about them. But we can, I think your plan is a good one. So is everybody in agreement that we will just we'll follow the plan where we won't release them now, we'll release the documents or people who are going to be interviewed in person after that determination is made?
Is that what your legal counsel advised you?
I think it's a good recommendation. You know, the concern always is, again, that folks have the opportunity to see somebody else's proposal and sort of perfect what they're going to do. So what I'm thinking as I hear this recommendation is, if you put these out well in advance of the next meeting, it gives an opportunity were these two candidates both to be selected to interview. You have a situation where they both have a chance to read the other's proposal, and that might influence their interview. If you made it available closer to the date of the interviews, then there's less opportunity for that to be done. So it's just a consideration.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, do we need to vote on this since we're maintaining status quo on the idea of not sharing the actual application documents?
Well, the decision, as I recall, the decision last time was not to share them, period, with an open at the end. If you're now deciding you're going to share them at a particular point, you might want to take action to reflect.
Yeah.
And it might be under your next steps.
Okay, so why don't we return to that topic on next steps? And I think it might actually be helpful to have it after we've gone through them a little bit, because it might sway us one way or the other. All right, so I was thinking about what would be the best way to do this, and I thought perhaps we could just go through item per item. I know for me, what I did was I rated the law firms, you know, as number one and number two, and went through item by item and ranked them. So does it make sense to you too, if the three of us go through each item and talk about the candidates' ranking in that item?
Before, may I make a suggestion, Madam Chair? Before we do that, can we talk about how we use the tool? Because I'd like to have a conversation about how this ranking is, I think what we said, an initial ranking that isn't a final ranking, that we would use this tool throughout interviews as well, correct? Okay, so I just want to remind us that these aren't, this is for a paper cut, this isn't necessarily for having an indication completely on the final.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because that's how I felt about it when I was a little bit, I wasn't making finely discriminated numerical choices on these.
I felt there was still some missing pieces of info that I couldn't rank a complete score on until I have somebody sitting in front of me to ask them.
Right, I felt that overall, the first category was easy because we were looking straight at the information. But there's some of the other categories are going to be better defined when we actually speak to them. So are we going to call this number one, number two?
I think that's the easiest way, and we could do it alphabetically.
In terms of,
The Kawahara person could come first, because their last name starts with a K and the other one starts with R.
and then June.
Yes, please, Ms. LeBlanc.
Just a reminder of what the interview process will be, just so you know as you're going through these proposals, that we have an hour with whoever you select to bring in, with a 30-minute presentation from them, which often will trigger questions from you that you may not know while you're looking at the proposals, and you'll be able to gather more information. So that's what the interview would be like.
So the format is that they do a presentation first,
Yes.
and how do they know what to talk about? I mean, is there a prompt that we give them, or?
They need to present their qualifications and experience, and their approach as we, put into the RFQ. And so they'll have the 30 minutes to be able to discuss, and then you'll be able to ask questions after that time, or even throughout the process if you really want to.
That's good to know.
So, Madam Chair, real quick, I just want to get back to Ms. Rico's comment. Okay, so this, you said, utilizing step one, reading these scores here. I took it as alphabetizing.
Yeah, I mean, that's
And of
just
these
a
folks, is that
random,
what you meant, or you meant utilizing the score guide as?
No, if you go from one and you go from
Okay,
two,
got it.
I've got them, I wrote down the names just because it's easier for me to do.
right,
that.
which one did you do as number one?
Kalahana.
I did that as well.
Oh, okay, that's great. Man, good. So, when I run this committee, I'm trying to think of like, how would we do this if we were just doing it on our own? I'm trying to make it as much like that as possible, welcoming community input, for each item. So, I think in part it could be a little bit of informality as we talk about our meetings. Do we need to have public comment on this first? Okay.
Yes, we do
Public
have
comment.
two public comments from Antonia Madrano and Ben Steinberg,
I'd like to.
and Mr. Young here.
Okay. Mr. Medrano?
Yeah, my only question is, will we be able to ask questions of the candidates on the 20th, or is that strictly up to you?
Oh,
It's a public meeting, right?
yeah.
It's open to the public. Will it be sitting, the others just listening?
It's something we'll have to talk about because
If you could clarify that. so
we
we
usually
know.
try to ask the same questions to people, to be fair. And so that would have the potential for making the questions different. That would be that's the first thing that comes to mind for me.
And if I may, Madam Chair, sometimes the presentation will trigger questions that you want to ask of the big firms, so having prepared questions doesn't always get you what you want. All I know is from my experience with the facilities master plan is that it does bring up a lot of different questions you may have with that firm than a prepared set of questions. And you can certainly, think of things that you want to ask with regard to their approach, their experience, those types of things.
I have a question also about the referrals, because at what point are we going to, either someone from the district who will contact the referrals? If, let's just say arbitrarily, we say both of these candidates will be interviewed, what transpires between this process and the actual interview? How will the referral handle?
Staff can call the references and, just get what they heard, whether or not they look as good or not.
Staff?
Meaning public.
I really like the idea of having the public ask questions because we get a lot of good points made by members of the public. But I'm not quite sure how to do it logistically, so that would be something that we would have to discuss. And I don't believe really we have an obligation to respond to your comment, but it just made me start to think about it. Ms. Cuevas?
Okay, can we ask our legal counsel if there's any Brown Act requirements around including the public in an open interview process that's been agendized?
I don't think it would be a Brown Act issue. I think it really is more of a logistic issue. I'll mention just that in 21 years of doing RFP interviews as a law firm that works with public agencies, we've never had public comment in any that I've ever seen, municipal or school district. And part of that is that this is the conduct of your meeting in front of the public. And what I have seen done sometimes before is if the public wants to submit questions they'd like to see asked in advance, they can do so. It doesn't obligate you to ask them. but then you're aware of what the public has in mind.
I like that. Okay. So let's go to the next two public comments and then, we can wrap up on next steps, what we're gonna do about the interview questions.
Mr. Madrano?
I did.
Oh, you did, okay. Mr. Seibert?
Thank you. I'll just be very brief. First, I wanted to say that on the record, the public record, that the minutes really are a gold standard. And as a member of the public, I really appreciate being able to review them and understand all that was said and done at one of these meetings. So that kind of transparency is something that I, as a member of the public, really hungered for. My next comment is, I'm really excited because it has taken us such an incredibly long time to get to this point. And I'm confident in the process. I believe it's going to be fair to everyone involved. And that's what the purpose ultimately should be. Let's get to the bottom of the questions and determine what the facts are. I wanted to make 2 points. First, I really want to make sure that the attorney is beyond any reproach, and that the attorney who is hired is a quality individual with absolutely no appearance of any conflicts of interest. I think that's going to be very important for me as a member of the public to feel confident in that process. And then the second issue and final issue is really that, after all is said and done, this forensic audit is going to offer opinions on some very important financial issues that have commanded a lot of public attention and public comment. Again, we want to see a process that is thorough, that is fair to everyone, and emphasizes quality. I think those are the most important things to me as a member of the public. Thank you.